My little sister framed me, and my parents kicked me out barefoot at 15. Weeks later, she bragged about it, and my mom finally overheard everything. I was always the problem child. My dad believed respect went only one way. You gave it or you got his belt. Sometimes literally. My mom followed his lead. And then there was Becca, 2 years younger, the perfect angel. If she burned popcorn and set the kitchen on fire, it was a learning experience. If I forgot to mow the lawn once, I was irresponsible and going nowhere. I'd always thought the favoritism was unfair. I never imagined she'd take it as far as she did. One night, around 11 p.m., my parents burst into my room like I'd set off an alarm. Behind them stood Becca, crying so hard she deserved an Oscar. "He stole it," she sobbed, pointing at me. "I saw him take it from Dad's wallet." Before I could even respond, Dad yanked up my pillow. Underneath, crumpled bills, $300 or $400. My stomach hit the floor. "She's lying," I said, panicking. "She planted it. Ask Mrs. Novak. I've been saving money from babysitting and mowing lawns." "Enough," Dad barked. "You are a liar and a thief. Out." Within minutes, he was shoving my clothes into a trash bag, Mom avoiding my eyes, and Becca whispering, "I told you they'd believe me." The door slammed. The night air was freezing. I was barefoot, holding a garbage bag. 15 and homeless. At first, I crashed with friends. Then couches ran out. Then it was library corners, gas station alleys, water fountains instead of meals. At school, Becca spread her story. Teachers stared. Students whispered. Even the counselor said, "Without evidence, accusing your sister won't help." My aunt told me to just apologize. Everyone believed her fake halo. By the third week, I was hungry, soaked, and ready to disappear. That's when Lindsay, my best friend, found me under a laundromat awning, shivering. She handed me 60 crumpled dollars. "Becca bragged at a party," she whispered. "She told people she planted the money." But nobody believed her. That night, something inside me hardened. If no one would stand up for me, I'd do it myself. I walked to my parents' house, blood still on my arm from where Dad had thrown a glass at me earlier. I banged on the door. "You believed her lies long enough. Tonight, you're going to hear mine." Dad shouted about me being jealous. Becca smirked from the corner. "Look her in the eye," I said. "Swear you didn't plant that money." Becca tilted her head. "Sure, I swear," she said, drinking sarcasm. Then, like a whisper meant to cut me, she leaned in. "I framed you. I planted the money. I'd do it again." Another voice cut the air. "What did you just say?" Mom stood on the porch, pale and shaking. She'd followed her out and heard everything. Becca's mask cracked. Dad's face drained of color. Mom typed a trembling apology on Facebook. "Our son Kyle was wrongly accused. Our daughter framed him. We failed as parents." Within minutes, comments poured in. Neighbors, relatives, church members. Dad's control was gone. Becca's face crumbled. I told her, "You wanted me gone. Now it's your mask that's gone. Everyone knows who you are." I stepped inside, dropped my trash bag on the stairs. "I'm taking back my bed. You owe me." Nobody argued. Not anymore. For the first time in weeks, I was going to sleep in a real bed. Not because they allowed it, but because I demanded it.